I bet you're wondering what happened to the Colonel. You know, I left him at Moorhead, or north of Moorhead, at the northern terminus of the Sheltowee Trace. And that's where my video ended. Or was it?
You hear that? That's right. It's the sound of nothing. It's dead calm. Out here in the middle of the big dark woods, getting close to Resurgence Cave.
Made it to Turkey Foot Campground, 11 p.m., 49 miles. I am spent. Good night.
Well, good morning here on the Trace at Turkey Foot Campground. I'm actually just outside, or just inside the entrance, but outside the campground. Just a little flat area over here. I did not want to come down into Turkey Foot, but I could not find a flat place to set up my tent last night. I thought about doing it right on the trail in a couple spots up on the ridge, but it was just, it was too rocky. So, you know, I got in really late last night. After probably around 11, and then when I laid down and tried to go to sleep, I could not get my burning feet and ankles to settle down, so it was very uncomfortable for quite a while. It kept me up till almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I was dozing in and out of sleep. I think I'm fogging up the camera with my breath. It is chilly this morning. It's got to be close to 40. Anyway, I am getting a little bit slower of a start this morning. I'm going to try to be on the trail about 4:45. So still fairly early. It's going to be tough to get a 50 in today, but, you know, I'm going to go for 45. All right, I'm going to finish up my breakfast, get packed up, and get back on the trail. The woods is beginning to come alive here on day 4. Just about 8 miles in. And working my way down to, I think it's US Route 421. Pace is always a little bit slower in the dark. But now that it's getting light out, we're going to try to pick it up just a little bit, try to maintain 3 miles per hour. Right there is where I camped on night 4 during my first attempt. So I'm officially 1 day ahead of last time. And if things go according to plan today, I will pass the 49er diner and pass campsite from night 5. So I'll be 2 days ahead after today. That's the plan. I was bound and determined to not have to take my shoes off again and keep them dry. This is the same tree I crossed on 2 years ago, I believe. I can't believe it didn't get washed out during the floods. But I made it across. The trails are right up there. So I am just about ready to pop off this driveway, forest road, whatever it is, and out onto Route 89, which is a decent road walk into Lamero. Man, I am just so glad to be done with all of those beat up off-road mud holes. It slowed me down so much. It was horrible. I'm going to have nightmares for years to come. Just popped off the forest road. This is Route 89. And boy, am I glad to be out of there. Today was just a nightmare, I'm telling you. These trails are so beat up from all-terrain vehicles and off-road vehicles. Just mud holes everywhere. Rocks. Oh, I will not miss that. I don't know if I've ever been so glad to be on the road. Another beautiful day on the Sheltowee. Hardly a cloud in the sky. It's perfect. Lamero Bridge crossing Rock Castle Creek. Maybe it's Rock Castle River. So last night at the end of day 3, I forgot to share a critical piece of information. I was having some foot pain, and I went to grab my ibuprofen, and it was gone. And it dawned on me that I left it at Heidelberg City Park. So, all my ibuprofen for this trip is gone. It was a big mistake, as I'm hurting. My feet are hurting. Ankles, shins, ligaments, tendons, knees, hips, everything feels good. My energy levels are good. Just all the muscles in my feet are really hurting. Man, that was a big mistake. It's costing me big time because I have to slow way down because of the foot pain. I guess I'm gonna find out what I'm made of. I wish this was the halfway point, but that is outdated. The new halfway point is pretty much around the I-75 in the 49er diner. And that will change again when the rugby extension is finished. That's pretty. Sun's getting low in the sky, 6 o'clock. I'm hoping I can get to my destination at 10. I got about 11 miles to go. It'll be close. 10:30 at the latest. I think I'm just gonna go to the top of the hill of the 49er truck stop and diner and set up camp there and hit it hard tomorrow morning on that big downhill. Oh, thank goodness. I've been climbing up out of this hollow, seems like forever. The road is going to be a pleasure. On towards Wildcat and I-75.
I bet you're wondering what happened to the Colonel. Here I am. It's October 27th. It's just after 8 in the p.m. And I'm going to basically go down and secretly film Jason. So he's not allowed to see me because that counts as emotional support. So if I go down there and film him, it is all legal in this FKT, this unsupported FKT, as long as I'm unnoticed. So I'm going to have to be a little stealthy in how I do this. And many of you that have watched Jason's channel for a long time know that Colonel's not quite the most stealthiest fellow. Or is he? He can't know that I'm there. So, you know, come along. We're going to head south and see if we can't find him. Oh, wait a minute. We can't drive the Colonel Ram. Jason's been in this truck dozens of times. He's seen it everywhere. If he sees this truck in a parking lot, wouldn't that tip him off to, oh, hey, Colonel's down here. Yeah. Probably not the best vehicle to drive, but he knows my wife's car too, and he knows my white Ram, so I can't take it. What's a Colonel supposed to do? How can I do this? Well, here's an idea. A few days ago, I picked up a sweet, sweet minivan on Facebook Marketplace. So only a few friends know that I have this. Jason does not. We're going to take this van south undetected, and believe it or not, I went with a minivan because I'm going to live in it too. I got me an air mattress, got my quilt. I'm not going to deal with my tent if it's raining and I need to leave in a hurry. When I'm done with it, maybe I'll just sell it. Who knows? He'll never suspect me in a minivan, so that's going to be my second step of stealth. Stay tuned to see the next few. Here we go. Southbound and down.
Well, come here. You're a good dog. Come on. Hello. I'm not going to hurt you. Hey, I'm not going to hurt you. Man, listen to that big dog back there. You be a good dog. I think she's just smelling me. All right, I think I'd make a turn here. That feels pretty good. Man, I was hoping to be up here for the sunset. I missed it by about 45 minutes. Here we are at I-75 and the 49er truck stop diner up there. I did not think I could make it here. That walk from Wildcat to I-75 was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. The pain is unbearable. I'm down to a crawl, but I had no other options. I have to go to the top of this hill. I got another half mile, and I'm setting up camp. If the pain keeps me awake, and it's still there in the morning, I'm gonna have to call it. So I finally made it to camp, and got some sweet pork and rice ready to go. One of my favorites. I wasn't able to eat it on the first day because of my stomach distress. I ended up throwing half of it out. So I ended up in the exact same site, I mean to the foot of where I stayed in 2019. I just followed my Gaia in here and brought me to the right spot. It's a little bit of a slope. That's okay, I can deal with it. I'll put my feet uphill. Maybe that will help them a little bit. They're calling for quite a bit of rain the next 3 days. This is going to be tough. But I'm hopeful that I'll heal up in 3.5 hours of sleep that I'm going to get. I might not even get 3. I got to get up at 2:45 or 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, I think. And try to be out by 3:45. That's the plan. It's painful. I took 3 Tylenol or Advil PMs tonight. I hope that works. Because if it doesn't, I might have to bail tomorrow. All right, that's going to do it here at the end of day 4 on the Sheltowee Trace.
1:29 a.m. Thursday, October 28th. So I'm here at the 49er Diner truck stop. I'm actually not far from Jason. I mean, he is up the fire road right over there. I don't know, mile, maybe half a mile, not very far. He's in a tent sleeping right now, just living it up. I'm here hanging out at a truck stop. I'm gonna get a little rest in the old minivan, and I'll probably head south ahead of him someplace tomorrow, later on in the morning, and I'll pick a good spot to intersect, a safe place to park. He's not getting away that easy. Well, we're all tucked into the van for our maiden night. Once you get laid down, plenty of room. It's not bad. I kind of like this. We'll see how the night goes. All I hear is high idle diesel trucks. So I was 20 minutes away at a Walmart, and when I realized I'd probably want an earlier start, I decided to just keep on driving past it, and I thought this would be more popular, and it is. There's hundreds of trucks here. They love it.
It's Thursday, day 5 on the Sheltowee. The sun should be coming up here in about a half hour, and I'll fill you in on some details then when I can actually see something. I just had a fellow come down the forest road and stop in front of me and yell my name, and he had a coffee and a brownie for me, but I could not accept it because I'm going unsupported. If I would have partook in that, that's considered support. So I felt bad for him coming out here with all that for me, but he understood. If you're watching this, whoever you were, I can't remember your name, please mention it in the comments. I'd appreciate that. So on this forest road walk I'm on right now, I've already had 2 people holler at me to say they were following me on this attempt. Man, that's just awesome. I just had a couple in a cabin right along the road from London holler out to me and said they had coffee, but you know, as you know, I can't accept anything on this unsupported attempt, but I appreciate all the support from everybody stopping by and saying hi to me as I go by them. But this couple I just passed in the cabin, their last name was Deatons, I believe.
Well, hello. I am at the beautiful Holly Bay Campground. I don't know how popular Holly Bay Campground is, I think it is amazing. This is probably one of my favorite campgrounds I have seen all time. I'm looking forward to spending, you know, several hours here. Actually, a couple days most likely. It is 9:02 a.m. on a beautiful October 28th. So, like I said, I'm here at Holly Bay. Jason had sent a text. He's predicting to be through here. What did he say? Around 2:30. We'll see if he keeps on pace. I don't know. I know he is in a lot of pain. He's been hurting pretty good. The beauty part of this, the Sheltowee trace clips the outer edge of Holly Bay. I'm going to be pretty deep in it. I am going to have a lot of time to kill. So, this is a perfect place to do it. I might try to find a high spot and maybe I can sniper film him. I have two cameras this time. Jason's niece Jocelyn has loaned me a camera to use with a massive zoom lens, so I will be able to film from a great distance with that. So thank you, Jocelyn. We shall see if I can find a cool spot overlooking this at a good distance. I'm going to try to set that up. That would be epic. Well, and just like that, we're at campsite F8 in the beautiful Holly Bay campground. The sun is coming out. It's going to be a glorious, glorious day. I have my own private stair steps and my own private path down to the water's edge. And that is where the Sheltowee trace is. Well, it's probably 2/3 between here and the water. Let's go check it out. I believe that is the trace this way. There's the path we just came down right there. And there's the other part of the trace. Here is Camp Colonel. Not very far, but you got to remember, Jason does not know I have this minivan. So it's okay that he sees a car sitting there, as long as I'm just not taking a nap by that picnic table, we'll be good. I may, you know, hide in the van and film through a open window, just enough to put the lens out, because I don't think he's going to see that. Some of you also may wonder, well, what if Jason sees this van in a parking lot and notices, oh look, there's a car from Logan County, the same county in Ohio that I'm from. I wonder if that could be the Colonel. Odd, isn't it? Don't you guys worry. We are going to fix that. There. Hocking County. Security comes in layers.
Good morning. It's finally light enough to film. And I'm on this easy forest road walk. Good time to do some filming. Someone told me it was supposed to rain. And rain, and rain. It actually looks just partly cloudy to me, mostly cloudy. So hopefully it will not rain. But I just hit the 10-mile mark. I'm surprisingly doing well today. Last night I thought I was going to throw the towel in. I only got 2 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. I guess that's all it took. I woke up feeling, I actually felt pretty rough when I woke up. But once I started packing up, I started coming around and felt good. So we're going to try to knock out at least a 46-mile day. It's going to be a big one.